Hey, who's ready for a Wednesday dose of late night love? I'm Don Amici, and settled in beside me is the best dating coach this side of the Santa Monica Freeway. It is the one and only. Give it up for Spicy Marty.
Ow, the crowd goes wild.
How'd this week treat you?
Amazing. Super proud of myself.
What's going on?
I'm starting to get over what we all know as mom guilt, and I'm just starting to get an F it attitude.
Wait, mom. What is mom guilt?
Where you feel guilty for not doing enough, not being enough, not making enough time for your child, juggling your job plus your family life.
Excuse me, don't you do everything though? Like, I don't understand. You're number one, you're like super mom, and then you're like,
I appreciate that.
You're super coach, and then you're super wife, and then you're super writing a book. What are you talking about?
Doing all the things, but like not exceptional. And I'm starting to just accept like, okay, well, if this is like my base, then so be it. I'm killing myself.
Well, you do it, you fix it along the way. I mean, come on.
But I appreciate you, Don. Thanks for the affirmation.
Come on now, listen. All right, so listen, we're here to discuss Black love in all its forms. Over the next 2 hours, you're going to hear a lot of interesting points of views from Spicy Marty, creators across social media. And tonight's show's guest and I, we want you to be a part of the conversation. Yes. Give us a call, 310-369-0400. Let us know what you think about the tonight's topic. And if you're the first caller of the show, we're sending you some Fox Soul swag, good conversation, and great T-shirt. Sounds like a nice night. So, Spicy, every night on Late Night Love, we go deep with intelligent romance-related conversations. Tonight, we're talking celibacy. Mm-hmm. What is celibacy?
Celibacy is the act of restraining from sex.
I mean, you actually teach your clients to restrain from celibacy when you are...
To restrain from sex.
to be
celibate, restrain from sex.
To be celibate when you're trying to matchmake them or in a dating process,
Yeah,
right?
so 90-day period, drought, no sex, and commitment is the only doorway to sex.
Why might some people practice celibacy besides that?
There's a lot of reasons. It could be a detox. You want to just like kind of cleanse your body, do an energy cleanse. It can be a great opportunity to recalibrate, get your head straight when you are going through maybe a breakup, or you find that you get like extremely attached after sex, and you kind of want to see, well, what happens? Am I less anxious, and am I able to like govern and self-regulate more when I'm not physically, and romantically involved with someone? Let's test for that.
What's the difference between celibacy and abstinence?
So celibacy is around religious practice. Abstinence is I'm not having sex. I'm gonna withhold, and so the celibacy part is more around your spiritual beliefs. I can abstain from sex, but celibacy is like I'm taking a vow, faith-based. I'm not gonna have sex.
So abstaining would be like so celibacy would be the 90-day rule for that, or is that abstain?
Abstinence would be the 90-day
rule.
rule. Celibacy would be more around religious practice.
So I'm going to practice celibacy until I get married.
Correct.
Ah, okay.
Which is a lot harder.
It is.
I'm more pro abstinence, but we sometimes use them as synonyms, but they actually are more specific.
I'm learning something new here right now. I didn't know that there was a difference between the two, but yeah, it makes sense though, right?
Yeah, but the thing is, I am a believer that as long as we have a committed relationship, that sometimes it might be a little bit more challenging if you're waiting till marriage. Yeah.
Yeah, get in there and buzz it wide open. Come on now. Yeah, all right.
But what he means is bust your heart wide open.
Bust your heart wide, yes. Bust your heart wide open. Okay, long-term religion versus short-term. I like that. I do like the whole cleanse and kind of like, cleanse your soul, cleanse your mind, because sex can sometimes kind of get us going cuckoo and crazy, right?
Yeah, and you can also like start to get overly attached, and it can start to control you, like in the sense of, we don't have to get into the addiction part, but it can start to govern your thoughts and your feelings and dictate how your day goes. And so if you're someone who needs to go like cold turkey and cut it off, it's a good idea.
It's so funny. Charlie Sheen's been in the news recently talking about. He says he has been, I guess, not celibate or abstinent for a decade
Yeah.
now. He said he had talked about he had a sex addiction and that he was just kind of going crazy.
Heard he did some wild things on drugs.
The line kind of got blurred between male and females when it came to sex, and I guess the drugs were leading him to just crazy choices with his sex life. So he was just like, "I'm sober. I'm not having sex with anybody."
Has it ever happened to you on drugs?
It can get a little weird, yes.
Because I'm like, I know you love your ecstasy.
Drugs kind of make you a little reckless.
So you've been reckless.
Yes, I've been reckless, to where you're like, maybe I shouldn't have slept with her, and been, yeah.
You're like, am I a father now?
You know what? Listen, there have been some questionable things that I've been
Some questionable choices.
Well, I've gone back and had to do the math and be like, is that my kid?
Oh, like Hangover? You're like connecting the dots. Like, what happened with that person?
There's that, and that is that my kid? Because let me do the math, and then sometimes you're just like, let me not.
Have we found any bonus babies?
I'm gonna let sleeping dogs lie.
Oh.
At this point in time, listen.
Don Amici said he has kids in the Caribbean.
After more than 150 days of celibacy, Cliff Watley is feeling good and has a few perspectives. Let's get the conversation started with this clip. Take a look.
So I've been abstinent for 154 days now. It's a beautiful thing, man. There's no religious reasons behind this or nothing like that. Wanted to spend a lot of time healing, doing inner work on myself, really learning myself, developing that real self-love and inner peace. If you're somebody who's ever been good with interacting with the opposite sex, it's very easy to lean onto that, right? For validation, developing your confidence from other people and all of that type of stuff, right? So you gotta take a moment to just eliminate all that and focus on you by yourself and really learn yourself from within. And it's a beautiful thing. Most men live their whole life with women being their biggest hurdle. Were you able to be in a room of women that are physically attractive and not be thrown off at all? Because who gives a to look through and past lust and see people for their souls? You realize most of these women ain't worth taking a double take for it, and it just makes things a lot easier to just operate and stay focused. The crazy thing is, when you really aren't worried about women at all, then women will continue to just orbit you. It's something they can just pick up on. Take time with yourself, man. It's not just about the sex part. Don't date. Sit still for 6 months. Learn yourself. It makes a huge difference.
I got a couple questions here. Number one, when he says abstinence, he's been absent. Now, what about self-love? When you're absent?
Like touching yourself.
Yes. Does that mean that you can't do that either? Or does that mean nothing sexual? Like,
you are not supposed to do anything sexual, but I think that you will find it very hard, and people still do.
But if you're practicing abstinence, should you stay away from that?
If you are using it as like a spiritual cleanse or detox, you should abstain from everything. But majority of the time, folks aren't, and it's more about, I don't want to give my power away to another person. They usually find self-love okay.
From the chat, Brandy says, the emerging Esquire, I find it helpful for mental clarity. I found it, the older I've gotten, the less lustful I have gotten, in the sense of
because your iron is low, your energy is low.
It's not that I'm
your vitamin D is low.
Well, it's not that I don't want to have sex with women, but it's like I'm not drooling over women like I used to when I was younger.
Yeah.
And
but you also gotten a lot of it. And your testosterone is decreasing by the day.
Well, hold on now. Hold on.
I'm just speaking the biological facts.
My testosterone is still up there, okay?
These are the facts, Don. These are facts.
So I need to go get T-shots?
No, I'm just saying that the older that you get, your testosterone starts to lower. But with abstinence, I find, and because I've done it before too, that it's very empowering. It's like this next level clarity that you get because you aren't distracted by the lust. It's like, okay, it's kind of like when you're trying to lose weight and you're like, you know what, I'm just gonna clear out all the junk food out of my cabinet.
It's hard.
But it's not there to distract you anymore now that it's off the menu. It is hard, but it's not a distraction anymore. So
the key takeaway, I need to go get testosterone shots. Okay, all right. Achilles King understands why ladies are choosing celibacy. Look, listen to his quick thoughts.
Women are choosing celibacy in 2025, and you can't blame them. Imagine showing up as a wife, and a man can even show up as a boyfriend. Intimacy is far more transactional than ever. So then telling themselves, you know what? Instead of me dealing with a man that's not intentional, I would rather be celibate. Go to church, hang out with God all day, and call it a day. Yeah, sounds about right. And you know what? Good for you. It shows that you're respecting your body. And the temple is something that nobody should be playing with.
I find, is that true now? Because I find women are in this, I'm getting two conflicting theories right now.
Slut shame walk or whatever it was. Like, I think that whole period
Is it over?
It didn't serve us very well. We took it a little too far.
Well, but I hear women are like, they're in this sexual era where they're like,
that was like 5 years ago.
It's now. No, we had Dr. LaWanda Hill on here, and she's talking about how women are out there having sex and they're doing it, and they're just.
I think that we have finally decided to own it and reclaim our bodies and our sexual pleasure.
Okay.
However, you'll even see that Gen Z is slowing down at the pace in which they're being sexually intimate. To his point about us being more celibate, I think that we're proceeding with more caution because the trust isn't there. Women are hurt. And so I think it's very fear-based, not so much like health-based. I think it's more fear-based.
Like, what do you mean? Like, I don't know you. I don't want to get taken advantage by you? Or?
Yeah. I think that there's this like huge narrative going around that you can't trust each other, right? Like the gender wars. And so women are deciding, I'm just going to be by myself for right now until, that one comes along.
What if the one never comes along? Are we going to get stuck in this cycle of abstinence forever? I have read the articles on Gen Z waiting longer to have sex, and that there is a drive for less sex, and there's also a thing where like the birth rate is going to is getting lower and lower and lower, and that may maybe create problems for society later on. But that's neither here nor there. Is that going to create problems though?
I think that I do not see any problem with us practicing celibacy or abstinence.
Okay.
Right? As going back to like, hey, what the Bible says isn't ever
a bad thing.
Yeah, because it's not that it's not something that is leading us to hate more. It's not something that's going to create like, anger or negativity. It's actually like a very positive thing to protect and govern and have pride in your body.
So, how does one make you feel comfortable to where I can,
hit it?
I don't want to. That's very vulgar. I don't want to say.
Not like after the things you've done are vulgar.
Listen, in my 20s, I'm more of a refined man.
In your 20s and your 30s.
Yes, okay, my 30s. I'm more of a refined man in my 40s.
Okay,
all
sure.
Right, to make love.
Whatever we want to tell them.
Yes, to become more intimate. I am more about a more emotional and intimate and spiritual connection with the person I want to be intimate with now.
That's beautiful.
Yes. And so how do we go about doing that to where we can make it more comfortable?
Yeah, I think that we need to get back to building trust. And that is a process, right? I think that looks like you having specific words and keeping your words followed by action, the follow through part. Consistent over a long period of time. So we rebuild that trust. We also make commitment cool again. We also make marriage cool again. Yeah. Only like half of us are team marriage. The other half are like, I don't need it. It doesn't serve you. There's all these narratives going around about things that don't serve you that are absolutely false.
Get your promise ring.
Oh, I used to have one of those.
Yeah. Paige shares her why in this clip. Watch and call us and hit the chat with your thoughts on this one.
It's been like 7-8 months since I've been celibate. And what I have learned is that I am strong. Also, it's by the grace of God. But really, for real, I have learned that it's not even about doing the do. Like, I've truly realized how sacred that moment is and how now I truly only want to share that moment with my husband. And I truly understand why God wanted us to wait to give our bodies to our husband, because it's such a sacred moment and it's such a exchange between bodies and souls and connection. And I don't want to have that with nobody who I don't know if they're going to be in my life for the rest of my life. You know, and also I can see things clearly. I can see things with my two eyes and not my, you know what. And I've been there. We've all been there. And I'm sure that people who are slowing down and like trying to get to this journey are trying to figure out like, how do I do this? But just know that it's a sacred moment. So the next time you get a text or whatever, think of it like this. Does this person deserve a sacred moment like this?
It's funny. I feel that way now. I wish I didn't feel that way in my 20s.
It took you long enough.
Well, we're wired differently. You know, I think men, we are wired to procreate, to keep the race going at a very young age. It's in our DNA
But
to
you
procreate.
weren't procreating. You just had one kid.
I just had one kid. Yes.
You were just effing just F.
Well, it's in my DNA to do that. I didn't know
It's in your DNA
why.
to procreate, but you were just busting it out. You weren't having babies.
I didn't know. I didn't know what I was
You didn't
doing.
complete the mission each time.
But over the course of life, as I've gotten older, it's more spiritual, it's more sacred, it's more of an intimate connection. And on top of that, there's bodily fluids going on.
For sure. I think that I went through several seasons and started to realize like, oh, I'm desensitizing myself from this being a meaningful connection.
Right.
Like I'm just making it about the bust and less about the connection. And I had to find my way back to like there's something wrong when we disconnect.
Yeah.
And we're like, oh, I'm just gonna enjoy this, act. And it doesn't mean anything to us anymore. And the person doesn't have to mean anything to us anymore.
The emotional connection. And I think that's a big part of the intimacy and the sexual part of it, And it's like, if it's just sex, it's like, what is it then? Why am I with you?
Yeah. Pretty much.
I can replace you with a toy. All right. Listen, take this break, and when you come back, you'll be that much closer to meeting yoga meditation teacher Alicia Esther on tonight's Late Night Love. We'll see you in 2 minutes, okay?
Hey, besties!
What is a bestie?
I like you.
She's fun.
It's about to be a good time!
She's always looking out for you.
Since you're my bestie, I will handle it for you.
She makes you think.
Here to uplift and empower.
She's always encouraging.
You are that girl.
Chelsea Edwards, your bestie in daytime.
Like it's a spiritual moment.
Chatting with Chelsea. New episodes weekdays at 5:30 or stream anytime on Fox Soul.
I wonder if you know that I want the best for you. But how long will you fight solo? I wonder if you know that we can get help. Not wondering anymore. Love, your mind.
As we work to get through these times together, you may not be thinking about blood donation, but blood is needed to save the lives of people who are sick with a range of illnesses. It's easy and safe to give. If you are in good health, please donate. We need heroes now. Visit redcrossblood.org to schedule an appointment.
What do you think you're doing, Kevin?
Was just gonna drive home.
There are several warning signs present that you shouldn't be driving.
Like hearing voices?
Like your text-to-emoji ratio?
Oh man, the selfies. Selfie, nailed it.
We all have warning signs that let us know that we're probably not okay to drive. Mine is pretending to be your subconscious.
Craig, come on man, let's split a ride home.
All right, welcome back. Love to get into tonight's conversation. Have you tried celibacy and loved it? Was practicing celibacy the best thing you could have done for yourself? Tell us in the chat or dial the number on the screen at 310-369-0400 tonight. And you might win some swag. Now, Spicy, how might someone decide celibacy is for them? What might lead someone to making that decision?
This is a good question. If you've gotten to a place where you, like I said earlier, have desensitized yourself from sex, it's meaningless to you, or it has too much power over you. Take your power back. Okay. You also might want to practice it if you are out of control.
Like you're just into an addiction, because that can happen. You can just be addicted to just the feeling of the orgasm, of the connection, of the flesh.
Yeah. Because sometimes you are using sex as a way to receive attention, and you think that you are making connection with someone, and it's not that deep. You just want, someone's physical presence, or you just want their company, and you think that this is a means by which to get it. You're not using sex for what it's for.
So who is that going to work for? Is that going to work for everybody?
I also think it's extremely important if you are deciding that you are ready to be a wife. You need to practice some abstinence.
Is it like for at all ages though? Like, or is this for like
cleanse your womb? Do a little detox on your womb. Yep.
On your womb?
Yep.
And
make it ready for your husband.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
And your penis too?
Both should be abstaining.
Okay, all right.
Until you guys are ready.
Considering cultural gender biases, would you assume more women or men practice celibacy? I'm going to say women.
I'm going to say women too.
Yeah, I'm going to say women. Well, for some reason, women can hold out for sex like it's nothing.
I'm going to say women in normal everyday. I'm going to say men if it's relating to religious, like priests and practices like that. But in everyday living, I'm going to say women.
Why is it women can hold out from sex? What is that?
Why can we hold out?
Yeah, why can you guys go without it? Like you guys don't have the urge.
Because our heart controls us more than our little boom boom.
But then I see like the little rose on TV and you guys are loving
Because we still enjoy pleasure. But I also do think that we are more tapped into our emotions.
From the chat, Dynasty says, I love this. I'm celibate too, and it's not because of religious reasons, but that's what everybody always assumes. We have the urge. We're shamed for not wanting sex. Yes, I should shame you for not wanting sex. God gave you a vagina and you don't want to use it.
Sex is amazing, but I also think that it shouldn't just be given away to everybody.
I think the older I get, the more I am in agreement with that whole attitude that it is something special that should be shared with somebody special.
Do you just walk around letting everybody use your Amex?
No.
I don't walk around letting everybody use my charge card either.
You're equating vagina to a credit card. Okay, wow.
I mean, it's platinum.
It's platinum. Excuse me.
It's the gift that keeps on giving.
Marlon Knight has several reasons for his celibacy. What do you think of him? Hit the chat and discuss it.
Celibacy got me so focused now, it's not even funny. Ever since I became celibate, it's like I've been able to accomplish so much more in my life. It's like my focus have just been heightened. It's like I'd rather be focused on myself and get things done than be focused on a relationship that's probably not even going to benefit me in the long run anyway. And at some point down the line, if the right one comes along, that's all good and everything. But until then, I'm good with where I'm at with my life right now. And I've been happy ever since. By the time the right one does come along, I'll be at a higher spiritual awareness. I'll be more patient. My self-discipline will have been improved. And I know that person will appreciate me because ain't nobody out here touching me. I don't want nobody right now. I don't need nobody right now. And I'm straight. I don't care who you are. I don't care what you look like. You could be the baddest chick in the planet. I'm good right now, focused on myself and what I'm doing. I have much less anxiety right now. I've been healing my trauma from a lot of relationships. And honestly, it's just been the best feeling in the world. I don't have nobody stressing me. I don't got nobody I got to complain about. I don't got nobody I got to worry about. Ain't nobody out here got my name in their mouth. And I'm all good with that. Celibacy got me so focused now, it's not even funny. Ever since I became celibate, it's like I've been able to accomplish so much more in my life. It's like my focus have just been heightened. It's like I'd rather be focused on myself and get things done than be focused on a relationship that's probably not even going to benefit me in the long run.
Now, you think they're really telling the truth or they just can't really get any?
So that's part of the reason. So I just looked it up right now. That's part of the reason why some men are practicing celibacy. A lot of it is involuntary. So if there is a higher number of men that aren't having sex, it's involuntary.
It's because they can't get any?
It's because they can't get any. The women who are practicing celibacy, it's by choice. Yeah. So it's like, okay, the men do skew a little bit higher, but that's not their choice. They just can't get none.
No, because I hear this.
This particular dude is just saying this for so that girls are on him more.
Yeah, I hear that. I heard that, and I'm listening to it, and I'm like,
when a girl's dating you, and you're like, oh, I'm abstinent right now, or oh, I'm practicing celibacy, it literally will make her want it even more.
Are you serious?
It's the same thing that when you guys say, "Oh, a girl's never been able to like make me bust from head." Oh, really? I'm gonna be that one.
Oh, that's a good. I'm gonna write that down. That's a good one. That's a good one.
Tips over here.
I never really heard that. Wow, I'm gonna write that down and use that.
It's like a challenge, but I do recommend that men not be so easy.
Why?
Because I do think that you guys should value your bodies as well, especially because you are the ones that are responsible for creating legacy. Well, so you should value your semen.
Well, we have not been taught that at a very young age, to value our body and to not go and have sex with every woman. And we should be taught that at a very young age because, you know, we end up creating babies and we're on the hook for paying for them at a very young age or when we get someone pregnant. And I think women are taught that, you know, to kind of keep your legs closed and don't go laying up with every Tom, Dick, or Harry. I think that's what the whole thing is. But why don't you think we're taught that at a very young age?
I think that you guys are celebrated for being able to conquer women, and I think it's attached to your like definition of masculinity. How you define masculinity for self is indicative of your attachment to women, how women respond to you.
I'm the caveman. Let me go grab you by the hair, take you back to the cave, and take you to bed.
Can I conquer you?
Let me conquer you back in the day. I'm with you on that, though.
And meanwhile, women are supposed to be this virtuous, you know, flower that, you know, hasn't, you know, wilted.
Unspoiled.
Yeah.
You know, and you're supposed to be... I don't even know. You know, we've talked about that before on this show. I don't even know how we've got to that point where we've got to these societal norms where the women are just supposed to be this pure flower that...
I tried for a long time. So I lost my virginity at 21.
Wow.
I went through college as a virgin, and then...
Were you tempted at all?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I did everything else.
Okay.
Did everything under the sun except for penetration.
Wow.
But I made it through high school. My mom had like told me that she had saved herself, and I was trying to like aspire to that. And then and I wound up finding out that like that wasn't necessarily the case. She did wait for my father, but they got married at 20.
Oh, okay.
So it was like, you didn't even wait that long.
I broke my virginity at 14.
Okay.
So
That's young. That's young.
Yeah. I thought it was like, you know, it was.
But a lot of people use it. Like a lot of people lose it young. I was trying to do it for myself, but also I raised in the church and was like, I'm going to please God if I wait as long as possible. And then at some point I was like, man, God's tripping. I'm gonna just do this.
I don't think I got shortchanged. Nobody scared me when I was young into waiting.
My mom scared the bejesus out of me.
Rebel believes abstinence isn't isolated to sex. Do you agree? Watch this.
Some might think I'm crazy, but I really don't give a damn. Celibacy, and this goes for ladies and my fellas. Celibacy becomes really, really easy once you realize there's no one worth being involved with in that intimate situation. And this could be like them loving you correctly. This can also be them helping you improve your life. I see a lot of my ladies talking about like, no man is worth my body at the moment because of the place I'm in. And like, this could be the same for fellas. And this is not just celibacy from sex. This could be celibacy from smoking weed or drinking. Like, once you get to a point in your life where you know something is just not good for you, you won't involve yourself in that activity at all. Y'all be thinking, oh, I really need this. Oh, this makes me feel good. Does it really make you feel good? Or that's just like you talking on some dumb talking out your neck? It's really all about discipline.
Okay, this is a great question. How does one practice celibacy if they find it hard?
Yeah.
How do you practice
You're not going to put yourself in compromising situations. Same reason, like same thing you're going to do when you're married, right? Or when you are in a relationship. You're going to put yourself in safer situations where temptation isn't lurking behind every corner. So if you know that, you know, we have a hot date tonight, I'm not going to invite you back up to my place. I might even put on my unfavorite pair of lingerie so that way I'm not tempted to take it off for you. So, you know, but rule number one is like, do not invite the person over.
How long should you wait to have sex then? If
you already know I'm team commitment. You should be waiting for commitment. At a certain point, it's like, okay, how many more partners do you need to have sex with before you decide this is something that I like, but like at some point you get burnt out and you're like, this should actually matter and mean something and be a gateway to procreation, or there should be an intimate connection that we share. But it can't just continue to be, if it is, a space filler.
Casual.
Yeah, because there's nothing casual about sex. It's a very intimate act. And oftentimes we're using it because it's the one catalyst we have to desire. It's the one catalyst we have to fill the voids. It's the one catalyst we have to feel as if somebody wants us and that we're loved. But it's not actual love that you guys are making. You are just having a sexual exchange. But in that one moment, in that one little moment in time, you feel acceptance. You feel cared for.
So commitment, testosterone levels, check that. And discipline. And don't put yourself in compromising situations.
Discipline is huge, though.
We're learning a lot tonight.
Discipline is huge.
It is huge.
You want a man who can actually abstain, because if he can demonstrate discipline, then he will be able to do that when you guys are in a relationship. But if he's all over the place while you guys are, dating and he doesn't value his body, he's definitely not going to value it when you guys get married.
Okay. From the chat, Alex says, I've been abstinent for 14 months. Trust me, it's not by choice. Prioritizing work over self has put me in this space.
Prioritizing work.
Prioritizing work. Is that healthy, though?
But a lot of us will do that. We think that we don't have time for romantic relationships. So if we're in a period or a season where we feel like we need to climb, we don't feel like we can balance and juggle both. And so Alex is saying they're abstaining because of work-related reasons, which means she's probably not putting herself, in front of, or himself. Is Alex a male or female?
I don't know.
Okay, but themselves, they're probably not putting themselves in front of anyone who they want to do it to because they're so busy.
Is this healthy, though? Is prioritizing work for 14, that's a year.
Mm-hmm.
Is that healthy to kind of be that away from a committed relationship, from intimacy, from maybe looking to get married? If concentrating on work. I mean, is work really more important? I know we got to work to pay the bills and take care of our lives, but is work more important than trying to cultivate a long-lasting relationship that leads to marriage?
This is a good question. And the reason why it's a good question is because you, as an individual, have to decide what your priorities are. If you, in your relationship with money, is your numero uno, okay, you're in love with money, great. More accolades to you, focus on that. But if you know that you want companionship and you want to build a life with someone, yes, you need a foundation and, finances to fund that. But it sounds like Alex has decided, like, I'm going to hold my head down and just get to work.
I say that because a lot of Gen Z and a lot of millennials are doing this now. They're holding off marriage. They're holding off babies. They're to focus and prioritize on work.
I think you should be multitasking, doing both.
But can you be successful at both?
Yes. So even when you get into a relationship, you still have to balance. I still have to work and maintain my relationship. You have to learn to give attention to both.
There is a conversation going on right now that we have turned away from being a stay-at-home mom, and that we are prioritizing work over being a stay-at-home mom.
Yes.
And that is just as important, and that is an important job.
That being a stay-at-home mom is an important job?
Well, being a mom, being married, having children.
One of the most important positions you will be in.
That position is more important than actually going out in the workplace and getting a job.
The more that I work, the more that I understand why we shouldn't have been working and fighting so hard to work. Because I'm like, dang it, my child needs me, but yet I have these dang dreams and they require my time and attention. Why do I have to be a CEO and run my business?
It's a weird balancing act, right?
It is. It's super crazy that I fought this, or that my gender fought this hard. To fight for her rights to work, to be away from her kids.
Hey, listen,
it really is. It's very interesting.
Yeah, it's.
I wish I didn't want anything more from my life outside of motherhood, but my purpose is bigger and greater than that.
Yeah, there is a drive that isn't everybody, and it's like
and
you got to do.
It's not for everybody. Kudos to the people who can just be a mom. I am so jelly of that, but I'm meant for a lot more.
Yeah, well, you're helping people. At
I'm
the
helping other people become moms.
and that is a beautiful thing.
Yes.
All right, we're talking celibacy tonight, and Alicia Ace Easter is joining the conversation after the break. So get back here for more late night love next.
I know you're going through a lot. I wonder if you know that we can get help. Let's see how far we can go. Love, your mind.
Hey, it's your girl, Carolina Sanchez, and The Nightcap is the late night show where no topic is off limits. Join me as we dive into the wild world of relationships, sex, and everything in between. From hilarious dating disasters to steamy secrets, you know we've got it all. We've got celebrity guests, expert advice, and a cocktail in hand. The Nightcap is your guilty pleasure. So grab your drink and tune in because the best stories start after dark.
The Nightcap. New episodes weeknights at 10:30 or stream anytime on Fox Soul.
What do you think you're doing, Kevin?
Was just gonna drive home.
There are several warning signs present that you shouldn't be driving.
Like hearing voices?
Like your text-to-emoji ratio?
Oh man, the selfies.
Selfie. Nailed it. We all have warning signs that let us know that we're probably not okay to drive. Mine is pretending to be your subconscious.
Craig, come on man, let's split a ride home.
Ready to lose track of time the best way possible?
Rolling!
From the funniest videos to the wildest things online, we do the scrolling so you don't have to.
It's Usher. He had that synthetic hair melting. You hear me? Why y'all talking about that lady hair like that? Ain't he alone?
Catch us every weeknight, 7 p.m. Central on Fox Soul.
Louder for the people in the back.
I know you're going through a lot. I wonder if you know that we can get help. Let's see how far we can go. Love, your mind.
Have you been practicing celibacy for an extended period of time? Has your celibacy resulted in the better connection with your romantic partners? Dial us up at 310-369-0400 and share your experience with us tonight. Let's see here. Where is it? When is the last time you met someone whose energy literally brightened the room? This yoga instructor, master Reiki practitioner, and meditation teacher is that person. From her knowledge of multiple healing models to candid shares about her own life, her confidence and kind spirit shine bright. With over 20 years experience, Alicia Ace Easter delivers joy, enlightenment, and palpable peace with every pose and cleansing breath. Take a look.
Your life, your day, a moment can change in 24 hours if you just decide. So I've decided to embrace this lover girl era. And that lover girl era, to me, is not outward. It used to be outward a lot, but now the focus is back to the divine beloved, which is with myself and God and my faith. And so that's the era that I'm in, just like real sweet, real unapologetic. Love is everything.
We got to welcome to Late Night Love the unapologetic Alicia Ace Easter to the show. How are you?
Welcome.
Hi, friends. I'm so good. That was so cute.
I want to hear about this lover girl era. Tell me more. What does being a lover girl of self look like?
Oh my gosh. It's so fun. First of all, thank you so much for having me.
Absolutely.
And I was on this panel, and they asked, "What era are you in right now?" And the one that stood out to me the most was love. I love love. Love is everything to me, as I mentioned in the video. But it's been something that I've always been in pursuit. I was in pursuit of because I didn't know really the definition of it for a long time, and it just, was just so. It felt so far out of reach as well until after I read Bell Hooks' book, All About Love, and have just been in this space of just realizing like my entire life could just be a love letter, and I could make it romantic. I can make it beautiful in the work and the friendships that I have, and just living life every day. So yeah, that's what it is for me right now.
Love is a beautiful thing, isn't it?
It is.
It is. So how did you get interested in, or how did you become interested in yoga, and who introduced you to it?
God, yoga found me when I was when I was traveling for work. After I graduated from college, I took a heated yoga class when I was working in Chicago, and I was hooked. Yoga helped me to grieve the death of my mom, who passed away when I was 19. And so when I say yoga called me in, it was very much like that, because I went for specifically to take something as a supplement to my running. I used to run a lot. And when after the first yoga class, I knew that I wanted more of this in my life. And so it stretched me. I was sweating, I was crying. And so from there, everywhere that I would travel, I would find a yoga studio, and it just became a part of my life. And after that class, I knew that I wanted to teach it. So it took me several years later to get my yoga teacher certification, but it's always just something that's been just a part of me and in me. And it's my medicine. Being able to teach it is a dream come true.
You say it helped you through grieving. Like, how does it help you through grieving? Because to me, it's stretching, right?
Oh yeah.
Right? Like,
I mean,
no,
so I'm going to ask you a question.
minimize
Do you
it,
feel
but-
better? Do you feel better after a big stretch, or do you
Okay.
feel mid after a big stretch?
Oh, I listen. I tried to do it, stretching. It's work. That stuff is work.
It is work. And the thing is, it unlocks. So yes, the physical gets everybody into the room. As I mentioned, it did for me. It was just going to be a supplement to my running practice. But what happens is there's so much energy and so many locked emotions that take up space in our bodies that we don't even know. I didn't grow up learning about grief in the body always keeping the score. I didn't grow up learning that. So I had no idea what was happening when I got into a pigeon pose and my hips opened up really for the first time. I started crying my eyes out, and I asked one of my teachers about it, and she explained to me what was happening. I didn't know what was happening when I got into my first camel pose, where I couldn't open up my heart and just do this. It was just like, I was like, no. It was because I was grieving and brokenhearted and dealing with so many things and hadn't really mourned my mother's death. So all of my emotions were locked here. So yoga helps to stretch, yes, but it also helps to unlock at the same time.
It's the tension that we are holding together. And
Yep.
it releases the tension.
It's the energy, tension, so many things that we are, born with, right? That have, we've been born into, and things that we carry from our mothers, our grandmothers, and all generations before us. And it's not necessarily all has to be a bad, right? It's just something that, we carry a lot of energy around us. And if we work with a lot of people, we're around a lot of people, we're picking up energy, and so yoga just helps you to flush out and get stronger at the same time.
What was the hardest for me when a friend had brought me to a yoga class? She thought I was like wound real tight or all over the place, which I am. But she was like, you need to silence all that noise and meditate. And I was like, I don't need to meditate, I pray. It was very hard for me to wrap my head around meditation for the longest. So I would just be like sitting there in poses, but like praying to God. Because I didn't know how to meditate. But I remember being intimidated by meditation.
Absolutely. I'm so glad you said that, because recently, as someone who has been in this journey for, as you all mentioned in my bio, over 20 years now, I just started doing a Vipassana meditation, which is a meditation where literally you're focused on the breath. And too often we are like, silence your mind. I mean, first of all, no one can silence their mind. Thoughts are not just going to go away because like that, especially in a 1 or 2 minute pause period. But Vipassana meditation is an opportunity to sit for an hour in stillness, no music, no chimes, anything like that. And so I've been on that journey for almost 3 weeks now personally. And when I tell you, it has unclogged and cleared out and taken out the garbage, like taken out thoughts that now an hour goes by like that. But that came over after 20 years. So I understand being intimidated by meditation.
I need a private session.
Yeah, I got you. I got you.
I can't do an hour.
It is so
I can't even do 2
an
minutes.
hour.
It's a process to like try to quiet your mind, because the mind is constantly wandering. But like once you you recognize a thought, let it pass, and then get back to concentrating on your breathing.
Yeah, because you're not trying to control your breath, right? You're not walking around like, okay, inhale, exhale. I mean, I'm helping you control your breath when I'm guiding you in classes, but it's the same thing in meditation. It's like, just let it be, just let it be. If it's coming up, let it come up, make friends with it, say hello. And then slowly but surely your mind will get tired of fighting with you, and then it'll be quiet.
Well, tonight's conversation is about control and discipline. We're talking about abstinence and celibacy. We kind of want to hear your take on it. Why do you think that celibacy is good or not so good? And why is it challenging for people?
Well, I just have to say that when I broke up with my ex fiance a couple years ago now, it was almost 7 years ago now, I was like, okay, I had a couple, like 2 flings. And then I was like, I'm good. I'm chilling right now. It wasn't anything like where I was like, okay, I'm making a definite intention to abstain or be celibate. It's just, as someone mentioned in one of the TikTok videos, nobody was really worth it. And I was also like, I'm going to focus on my work. But when actuality, it was like, I was just kind of like, I was heartbroken. I was sad. I was like all of these different things. And so for me, I just didn't want to bring that energy to anybody else. And so it wasn't really an intentional. It just kind of, I just didn't do it. Now, this recently, I've made a decision to be intentional about abstaining because I said, and I love that you said, Spicy Mario, about I want to be a wife and I want to be a mom. And it's not a religious thing. It's just for me, the same thing that what I'm doing with my meditations, quieting the noise, sitting for an hour each day. This is what it is for me. And I understand how it can be challenging for people because, as you mentioned, too often we as women, I can't speak for men, but we as women are over sexualized very young. And I definitely was one of those women. And so I saw my purpose and my meaning and my value and my physical. And so I'm like, all right, now listen, like, I love a good time. I love a great romantic jaunt, right? But I was like, but I realized I was like, okay, there's so much more that I wanted. There's so much more to me than this. And albeit this isn't like, I don't need to hold back because my value and my body is worth more than someone else's. It's just like, I need to get clear. I need to quiet the noise. And so when you're sitting with yourself and quieting the noise, that could be really challenging because you're probably hearing things that you haven't heard ever, and you're really lonely. And then oftentimes it asks us to kind of shift where we think our value lies. And that's a big ask. Because if your value lied a lot in your physical and your sexuality and your sensuality, then what it's going to do for me personally right now is I'm redirecting. So where else can I find sensuality and value and purpose and things like that to focus on? And it's really just, making my life more beautiful, making my life more romantic, flourishing business, nurturing my friendships, and, realizing like, okay, I mean, you meet somebody and he's cute and whatnot, but you're just like,
But I think that's beautiful because it also sounds like you get the added benefit too of having to push your confidence to the next level. Because if I can't lead with my ass and titties, okay, what else can I can I be confident with in, like, even in the dating journey? Like, what else can I contribute or bring to the table if sex is not an option? If that's off the menu, okay, what else are we gonna eat over here?
Well, for me, I think that, this download literally just came to me when you said that. I feel like I was dumbing myself down because I know that I bring so much more to the table than that. But I'm a very deep person. I'm spiritual. I'm very aware. I'm smart. I give great advice, and I'm pretty much good at everything that I put my mind to. Just full stop. And that took me in the practice of yoga and really sitting with myself to say that so confidently, say it off my chest so confidently, right? And I feel like I was dumbing myself down and afraid to go too super deep on these ethereal conversations with certain guys that I would meet. And I was like, you know what, it might just be easier for us to just like fool around because he might not be interested. I might be too much, and you get in all your head and things like that. So
what were the partners like? Were they superficial?
Not superficial, but there's a level of, no, they're not superficial actually. And there's been some, really great guys. They're just not self-aware. They're not tapped in. They're not, they're not really focused on what they desire and operating from the inside out versus me. This is my work. So I crave, let's go real deep. How deep do you want to go? 6 feet, 7 feet, 8 feet? Like I want to know everything to the depths of your soul. And I could talk about that for hours, or I could keep it real surface level. And that's kind of intense. I can be intense, and I understand that about myself, and I'm not apologizing about it, but I just know it's not for everyone.
I love that. I love depth, but it's hard to try to connect with people because a lot of people they don't want to open up that deep.
Yeah.
And connect
vulnerable.
With you. And it takes a certain type of person that wants to do that. And then they get kind of weird. You're like, They don't want
Yeah,
to
because
share.
they're not taught. They're like, okay, so I'm going to share this with this woman, and I'm walking around my like happy, smiley self, and just like really brave in my pursuit of joy is what I like to say, and bold and unapologetic. But that also came from work. That took time. That took me just becoming proud of who I am and what I look like and what I do and how I show up in the world. And so, and that's also took me seeking out teachers and healing journeys and all these sort of things. And a lot of people just aren't going to do that. And I get it because it's a lot of work.
I want to ask you a little bit of a deep question, though, that sometimes is it's debatable. Do you believe, though, that there is a soul exchange or energy exchange when you have sex with someone?
Yes, I do think there is. I don't believe that, and I think that someone had mentioned it earlier. There's no such thing as, I think it might have been used, right, that there's no such thing as casual sex. There's nothing casual about sex. There is very much an intentional act. And sometimes, I mean, listen, we've all been young and we've all been, in the streets, so to speak, right? Having a good time, living your life, tight and right, whatever. But it takes when I have had these connections recently, when I've been intimate, there was one recently where I was just kind of like, oh my God, this is incredible. It just blew my mind. It took my breath away. It was all these things. And he became immersed. It was just like, I was immersed in him. And I can't believe I'm saying that right now, but it's true.
Is he watching this? You like downloaded his soul?
I know.
Oh, no,
Right.
I get
Right.
that a lot.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Excuse me.
right.
I know that's right. And so I know that's right. And so, but I was like, yeah, I got to dial it back. And I got to like not dial it back and dial me down. But it's like, I got to understand that my magic, and I've also, what I have to offer, my vessel, like it heals. And
you feel like you healed him?
I mean, I've been told that.
Both of you guys got like some magical stuff going on.
And I've been told that for sure.
It can be like that, though. You know?
Yeah, it absolutely,
really can.
absolutely. But then it's just kind of like, is it just because you had this like physical moment, which was like with the stars all aligned, it was this very beautiful thing, and then it fizzles. So like, how do you explain that, right? So I was like, all right, I need to just like chill for a minute and just like take all that magic, all that goodness, all that joy, all that love, all that intensity and intimacy, and keep it home for a while.
Your guys' superpowers are so beautiful. Mine just like when I have sex with you makes you want to make more money.
Let me not be about to ask for your phone number.
I'm joking.
Ace, will you stay with us to the break? And if you could, when we come back, I was wondering if maybe you might be able to guide us through like a meditation that people can do at home.
Happily.
All right. Listen, when we come back, we'll get a meditation. We'll have more with Late Night Love for you right after the break. Do not go nowhere.
I was a quarterback at Hardaway High School. College first-round draft pick. During the football season, I would stop eating. But I didn't know I was depressed. We didn't have any education behind what mental health was. I started to learn it starts here first. If this is together, I'll be better as a father and as a husband. We have to redefine what being a strong man is and heal, love your mind.
As we work to get through these times together, you may not be thinking about blood donation, but blood is needed to save the lives of people who are sick with a range of illnesses. It's easy and safe to give. If you are in good health, please donate. We need heroes now. Visit redcrossblood.org to schedule an appointment.
What do you think you're doing, Kevin?
Was just gonna drive home.
There are several warning signs present that you shouldn't be driving.
Like hearing voices?
Like your text-to-emoji ratio?
Oh man, the selfies.
Selfie, nailed it. We all have warning signs that let us know that we're probably not okay to drive. Mine is pretending to be your subconscious.
Greg, come on man, let's split a ride home.
I wonder if you know that I want the best for you.
Must
But how long will you fight solo? I wonder if you know that we can get help. Not wondering anymore. Love, your mind.
We're back. Late Night Love. I'm Spicy Mari with Don Amici. And we also have Ace over here. Okay, Ace, you have to tell us, what's your view on celibacy?
My view on celibacy is everybody should practice it at least once to get clarity before they're trying to go to another level in their life. So I think it's the cheat code.
Yeah,
to
we've
leveling
been
up.
talking about that, and I think that's I wouldn't have believed that up until this point in my life.
I want to know if folks are agreeing with y'all. So they need to call in. 310-869. What is the number? 310-369.
0400.
0400. And let us know if you guys agree. Should we all practice celibacy at least one time in our lives? Like, please let us know. Join us on the conversation. But you are practicing celibacy currently right now?
Yes.
Okay. Because earlier you said you had like mind-blowing healing sex.
Yeah, that was like 3 months ago. And and then
but like 90 days.
But then the intention of celibacy has only come from the last 14 days.
Okay.
So I don't know if that's a count. Can we count it? Or I don't know.
It counts.
It counts.
Okay. Somebody's throwing it at you and you're not catching it, so that's good.
Yeah.
Don, are we practicing celibacy right now?
Yeah, I've been practicing celibacy for about, let's see, how long has it been? Or abstinence, I guess you can say. It's been about 2-3 months now.
Oh, not bad, Don. Okay.
Oh yeah, abstinence for me. I've learned that difference. Thank you for that. I didn't know that difference either.
It's been 2-3 months. I've had calls and
you turned it down.
Yeah, because it was there were. If I went and got into this, there were ramifications that came with.
You would then be responsible for her.
That and I didn't want to be responsible for what came along with that. And like some people can handle sex, and some people can't. And so I don't want to lead you on, nor do I want to create an environment where one person is feeling a certain type of way.
Yeah.
Unrequited love.
I appreciate that.
That's what led me to it, is unrequited love.
Yeah.
You know, it was feeling very one-sided, and it was like, I don't like this because I am a lover and I give with my whole heart. And as one of the TikTok guys said, people were showing up as a wife and he can't even show up as a boyfriend. And so I was like, I'm not going to do this anymore. I'm going to wait.
This is something that is also debatable because I feel like some of the responsibility does need to be put on, like, of course, self, right? Like, I'm saying that I'm a participant or I'm a volunteer, but I also think and appreciate that you're saying this, Don, because I also think that men will excuse having sex with someone who is saying, like, I can handle this. It's not going to be anything. And she's going to be attached and she's going to have expectations, and you do it anyways because you're like, well, we're both grown, but that it's about to be a hotmess.com after you do it with her. So I appreciate you turning it down and not doing it. Thank you very much.
I cared more about her feelings, and I did not want to go down that route with her just because, like, I had a lot of love for her, and I just was like, this is not, we're not compatible in this.
Yeah,
in
and
this
you've
realm.
already seen that you previously destroyed her or something.
No, it's just that we are not compatible, and it just doesn't.
Gotta call him out.
It doesn't. The
at
relationship
some point.
doesn't really work well for us. With us being together and us having sex is only going to make you want us to be together more.
Yeah, it does that.
And I love you, but I don't want us to go down this route.
I love you, but I don't want you.
No.
What are you looking forward to in your celibacy journey?
I'm looking forward to clarity, and also I'm looking forward to what's going to come up when I'm not, focused on, finding a man and being like, and that making it be, because I made a decision a couple of years ago to make that a priority for me. But I'm looking forward to just kind of like seeing what's going to unfold. There's a lot of transitions happening in my life right now, and this being one of them is just like the cherry on top. So let's just see.
Are you in LA?
I am. Yeah, I'm in LA.
LA is a hard place.
What's the difference between the two? between Ace making it a priority to find a man and Ace not looking for a man? Because you're acting like they're two different people. What's the difference?
Oh, I love this question. I just feel like when I would get ready now, it would be, or I used to get ready to go somewhere, it would be, okay, I mean, I would meet people all the time. But then when I meet people, what happens is I meet them, we connect, like, and then we hit it off and it's like fireworks, all these sort of things. And then it fizzles. Like, I don't do the dating apps or anything like that. I just meet people in real life all the time. But then I was just kind of like left feeling disappointed and let down. And so the Ace that would be like, with that being her intention of going out to a space and, looking for this connection with a man, it is now like, okay, I'm going to go out and let's just see what happens. Let's just see what's out there as far as like what God has planned for me. And let's see, what new business connection or I don't know, life connection.
Yeah.
And really for me, it's friendship. Everything is in friendship. And I say friendship is the best ship to be on because it withstands the test of time. So really just making that a priority. And if you can stand my intensity as a friend, then you deserve me as a lover.
Ooh.
I love that.
What questions did you ask yourself before deciding to be celibate?
I didn't ask myself anything. I'm a very intense person.
I declare.
I said, I'm the type of person where I literally decided yesterday to pack up my whole apartment and move.
Oh my goodness.
In a day, right? Like, and I had it planned to move on Saturday, but I was like, we're going to do this. And so
Are we impulsive?
We're a little impulsive. We're a little impulsive. And by impulsive, I'm an Aries. So we are like, let's do this now. Like, why delay the inevitable? But honestly, I didn't make it that deep. I was just kind of like, all right. I saw a post that a woman posted and she was like, this is why you should not have sex for 12 months. And I was like, okay, interesting. Because I've tried to make this declaration before in 2020. And then I met someone and I was like, well, this is not happening. YOLO. And, whatever. But now I was just like, okay, let me see. And she listed out all of these things. And I was like, I'm just trying to level up in my life and in my business. And so I really just want that to be a focus. But I won't turn away like a connection. I won't be like, I'm too busy to connect. I don't want to block anything that's supposed to be for me. But I definitely am not going to make it as like, I felt like I was getting desperate, I felt like, and that was, just not cute.
It's not, but if we're not having sex, right? Sex is now off the table. What are you going to replace for the intimate connection? How are you going to supplement sex? What is now going to be our go-to for intimacy when we are seeing someone?
That's a good question.
Oh, gosh.
Monopoly?
I honestly, what is it going to be?
Connect Four.
I mean, I know that's so funny.
Twister.
And it's interesting because someone that I would, it would be challenging if I was somewhere else to be making this declaration because I would be somewhere with someone who I would want to see intimately. But the fact that I'm here in LA and he's not, that is okay, one step easier. But I guess now I don't know what's going to supplement it. I mean, I guess, learning more about my business. I just hired a business coach.
Oh,
and so saving more money, making more money, and diving into doing this devotional with a friend of mine, just being more devoted to my life, just being more devoted to my practices, doubling down on ceremonies and all these sort of things to just really get clear. There's a lot of heart wall. My heart wall was taken down completely this year, which is really exciting because it was really long and it was really thick. And we can talk about that again because I want to definitely tell y'all more about the heart wall clearing. But I just am feeling really open and light and free. And I just think that I don't know what's going to happen when I meet someone and it's like, damn, he fine.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Maybe I'll call you and see what I should do.
With 3 go-tos. You need to have your 3 go-tos. Like, this is how we're going to create an intimate connection, but not including sex. Like, this is how we're going to tap into each other.
Ace, you have really good energy. You know that you have really good energy. I can feel it through the through the TV.
Thank you.
I was wondering, could you guide us through some type of breath work or some type of meditation that we could all try at home?
Yes. Since we are on late night love and love is my favorite thing, love is everything, I figured we could really tap into the heart chakra, the anahata, which is Sanskrit for unstruck, free flowing. And it's right here in the center of your chest, near the heart area. And we can start to close your eyes. And I want you to not feel so much pressure to have your heart perform. I want you to just let your heart off the hook for a moment.
Okay, I'm going to do this with you. Right hand over my heart. Like
Right hand over your heart.
Okay.
Right hand over your heart,
Okay.
whatever feels best, or left hand, whatever feels you feel called. But friends that are listening, let's just kind of start to just soften. And if you can close your eyes, great. But if not, just kind of picture your heart light. Maybe you have a favorite color. And instead of just having our heart carry so much in this moment, when you inhale the color of your heart. And then just imagine that you're sharing this color, this favorite color, when you exhale with those around you. And then you're inhaling and exhaling. With each inhale and exhale, you're giving your heart permission to just be light. Just be light for this moment. Your heart is so beautiful. The heart belongs to the Creator. And too often you're walking around with it closed off, with bricks in front of it, gates in front of it, that you're thinking you're blocking out harm, but you're blocking out the love that desires you and you desire it. The love of family, friends, work, and the love of romantic love. So as you inhale, continue breathing into this heart space. And maybe now there's a green light or a golden light that's starting to glow at your heart space now. And this gold light, this green light, it's just starting to follow the pathways of the breath. Follow the pathways of the beautiful, rich blood that's inside of you, just pulsating through your body. It's nourishing you. It's giving you permission to be free. Giving you permission to be okay with being okay. Giving your heart permission to just exist in its expansion, in its bravery, in its boldness. It's radiating.
Ace, that is beautiful. I feel relaxed. It was each inhale, exhale, I was kind of like releasing tension in my chest.
Yes,
I like
that's
that.
beautiful.
Wow.
That's so beautiful. Thank y'all for letting me do that. That was so
Yeah,
great.
it felt really good.
It's been wonderful having you. Where can we find you and stalk you online and show up to wherever you're doing whatever you're doing?
Oh my gosh. So I'm local here in LA. I'm Ace Yoga LA on all the socials. You can head to my website, aceyogala.com, to find my public teaching schedule. I'm also available for private sessions. I have this beautiful offering called Peace in the Pause, which is a little bit about what we just did just now. But that's where you can find me, stalk me, hit me up, message me, let me know. I love to get to know all of you. So yeah, thank you.
Aw.
I love that.
Ace, you're so cute.
Thank you so much. It's the halfway point of tonight's late night love. Meet us here in 2 minutes for the second half of the show. Thank you, Ace.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Ace.
guys.
All
Bye.
Bye, beautiful.
Well, on Fox Face Off, we tell the raw, unadulterated truth.
Fox Soul Face Off.
We are given the platform here with no fear.
Always comes out swinging.
We should be saying, hey,
Stop shooting and killing people.
Nothing held back.
They wanted black hip-hop moguls and artists to continue the feud.
No punches pulled.
Shut the hell up. You interrupt me all the time.
Tune into the show where opinions collide. Fox Soul Face Off. New episodes weeknights at 9 or stream anytime on Fox Soul.
Hey, it's your girl, Carolina Sanchez, and The Nightcap is the late night show where no topic is off limits. Join me as we dive into the wild world of relationships, sex, and everything in between. From hilarious dating disasters to steamy secrets, you know we've got it all. We've got celebrity guests, expert advice, and a cocktail in hand. The Nightcap is your guilty pleasure. So grab your drink and tune in because the best stories start after dark.
The Nightcap. New episodes weeknights at 10:30 or stream anytime on Fox Soul.
As we work to get through these times together, you may not be thinking about blood donation, but blood is needed to save the lives of people who are sick with a range of illnesses. It's easy and safe to give. If you are in good health, please donate. We need heroes now. Visit redcrossblood.org to schedule an appointment.
I'm Isaiah Carey, here to shake things up with the stories that hit hard and matter most. Here on The Factor, we cover news with grit and authenticity. We challenge the status quo and get down to real talk and bold discussions. Join us as we amplify the voices that disrupt, inspire, and lead the charge for change. Your story is power, and we're here to unleash it.
The Isaiah Factor Uncensored. New episodes weeknights at 9:30 or stream anytime on Fox Soul.
All right, welcome back to Late Night Love. Don't say we didn't do anything for you for free. Free yoga tonight. All right. Spicy, what could taking a break from sex do for someone's self-esteem, emotional health, and dating life?
Oh my gosh, I think it's extremely important that you clear yourself from the expectations, needs, and perception of whoever you have been physically intimate with. When you release that, right, you get to rediscover self. We spoke kind of about noise earlier.
Mm-hmm.
When you are having sex with someone, or let's just say multiple people,
Mm-hmm.
not only are you absorbing their energy, but how they receive you. So if they're not committed to you, right? If they have decided like, I want to have sex with you, but I don't want to be with you, your mind is taking in that message that you aren't worthy of the commitment, that you aren't enough, that you don't feel satisfied with me, and therefore maybe something's wrong with me, or maybe I need to change something about myself. And that voice is overpowering what your truth should be, that you're extremely lovable. This person isn't for you. But oftentimes that inception happens when we're sexually active with people that don't want us.
Would you be down for like doing a mikvah or like a baptism or like you know what I'm saying? Like kind of a spiritual cleaning at the same time too, to kind of like rejuvenate yourself.
Like a baptismal, like Reiki and stuff like that to like clear your energy.
The Jewish ritual is called a mikvah. It's like a bath where you it's kind of like a baptism, sort of like where you go in this water and you kind of dip your head in there and you kind of cleanse yourself, women do it.
I think, sure. I've done everything under the sun to rid myself of old situationships and booze. So yeah, I would be down for anything.
Yeah, kind of just do what kind of spiritual ritual.
Spray me with frankincense and myrrh and all of that things.
Yeah, do like the whole, what are they?
I've detoxed my house. I've had the juju, like all the things leave to get men out of my system. Like sex is just one of the multiple things that I've abstained from.
Like if you could do the whole celibacy thing, let's do the whole the sage and
sage. I've done
do a
it
sound
all.
Bath and
I've done it all. I've been to the pastors, astrologists, psychics, like all the things to what is wrong with me? Why can't I get this person out of my system?
Yeah, because I don't know. I went and sat in a deprivation tank not too long ago and just tried to clear my mind and meditate for a little bit.
Are those the ice tanks? What are those?
This is a tank where it's filled with magnesium and all the lights are off.
Oh, okay.
And so you kind of you're floating.
Okay.
And it's dark.
Yeah.
And I try to shut my mind off and just concentrate on my breathing.
Okay.
And you're just floating
Look, I've
in
done
there
the frozen rooms before.
for like an
where they,
hour. The
freeze you out.
cryotherapy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've done that also. I'll go sit in the sauna afterwards, and then I'll try to go in the plunge. Yeah, so I try to just do it all. Like,
Yes.
try to like let me just refresh.
Yeah.
At the same time too, but I think the celibacy, the abstinence, and all of that stuff to kind of just get the cleanse out of your whole body.
Yeah,
good.
I think it does a mindset shift too. Even if the actual purity of the water isn't doing anything, your mind is telling you that it's doing something.
Yeah, I mean the placebo effect, right? At
Yes.
the same time too. Have you ever practiced celibacy? And what did you learn about yourself during that time? Give us a call and let us know, because we'd love for you to contribute to the show. 310-369-0400. Did it work for you? Did it not work for you? Was it hard at the end of the day? Did you fail? Did it take you a couple of steps to get into it? Hit the chat up and let us know and about your journey through abstinence and celibacy and how it worked for you. Yes, celibacy is spiritual, but for Joe Fresco, he's able to apply his disciplines to so much more. Listen up.
My boy, you would be a lot happier with your life if you stop letting your lust control you. And this ain't no huge religious talk. Yeah, there's religion in it, but celibacy is for everybody. Dog, you don't realize how much more control you have over your emotions and the way that certain situations do or don't influence you until you take the equation of sexual encounters out of it. Like, if I'm gonna be real, bro, for a solid about 4 years, every relationship I had with a female, either it was sexual or there was sexual tension behind it. And my reason for going celibate was getting right with God. But once I realized how much control it gave me over myself, bruh, stuff don't even get under my skin the way it used to. Like, you know how people say, oh, there's always this one girl that can hit the nerve that only your mama can hit. No, it ain't. No, it ain't. Ever since I done stopped, you know what I'm saying? I done took the meat out the deli. Bruh, it's over. Like, can't nobody piss me off for real. Like, obviously, yeah, sometimes I get annoyed. I might get bothered. But can't nothing really take me back to that dark place I used to be in. And it's all because I'm controlling my energy through not releasing myself. You feel me?
Do not release it. You think celibacy and abstinence should be like a bigger piece of our youth at a very young age?
I feel like there was a DARE campaign that was like, just say no to drugs. Do you remember there being a campaign that was like, just say no to sex?
I don't, but I remember.
I remember being taught how to put a condom on.
I remember that. I remember you could get condoms from like the nurse's office, but then there was never this thing. Ace was talking about like how women are sexualized, and but there's never been this campaign of like, don't do it. You're not a sexual object. I don't know about like you're pure, but like the benefits of like waiting and I guess that's more of a parent type conversation instead of something that they teach you in school.
I feel like the church promotes that though, right? Like I feel like if you grew up in the church, you used to hear the pastor talking about that all the time, or even in the children's church, it would be like, don't have sex, don't have sex, don't have sex.
But it's also like, you're going to hell.
Yes.
It's not more like, the reasons are because,
this should be something cherished and valued. Yeah. We haven't had those in-depth conversations.
Especially for men. I mean, for young men at the same time too. Of like, cherish your body. You should save yourself for your bride to be, and this is your temple at the same time too. And I wonder if we could get that message out to a younger population, and if it would work.
I think that would be healthy for us to like talk about the value of our bodies and it be celebrated. But also, this is like a gift to someone.
Would they get it though? Because I understand it better today than I did back in the day. I was just, so horny back in the day when I was younger.
Yeah, but you also are somebody who like says that you get attached after sex, though.
When I was younger, yeah.
Yeah.
When I was younger, I associated sex with love, and sex is not necessarily love.
Yeah.
Love to me is something that is beyond sex. It's more emotional at this point in time. Sex to me is kind of like, it's a part of love, but it is not love, Let's see, Nicholas Porter isn't hypnotized anymore. Watch him explain in this clip.
One of the greatest cheat codes that I've found to having an abundance of personal power and peace is celibacy. Not having sex with anyone. Doesn't matter how good they look. Doesn't matter the potential of the relationship. Because once you let that energy that you've been spending on the lower nature go, automatically it comes to the higher nature, to your brain, to your intuition, to your imagination, to your mental stability, and you no longer become hypnotized by lust in any way. So if you can move through the world with this clarity, the benefits of that is unmatched.
I'm sorry, I was just hypnotized by his hair and
His
skin.
hair was pretty amazing.
His hair and skin was just on point.
Have you ever intentionally took a vow of celibacy or abstinence? What was the longest you've gone without sex, Don?
Well, when I was married, but that wasn't by choice.
Okay, it doesn't count because you were mad at your wife.
But no,
or she was holding out on you. But like a real one, where you're like, you know what? I'm not for the streets. I'm taking this,
I've never really, I have been guided by my penis my whole life.
So anybody who you have felt like, I want to have sex with them, you just have felt it.
Yeah. I mean, I've been hey, you know what? I just love I love sex.
Mm-hmm.
There's nothing more beautiful than a beautiful woman who's just naked, and I love making love.
You actually look like you're going back in time and remembering.
A beautiful woman who's just a beautiful woman who's butt naked in bed
is your favorite.
It's just, the female body to me is just a piece of art.
Uh-huh.
And then you attach.
But there's been no period. What about a month? What's the longest period you might have got without some?
I mean, I've gone like a year or so. I've gone time without that. But listen, you have 2 minutes to scroll your socials and share the link to tonight's episode with your followers. Meet us here for more Late Night Love right after the break.
Hey, it's your girl, Carolina Sanchez, and The Nightcap is the late night show where no topic is off limits. Join me as we dive into the wild world of relationships, sex, and everything in between. From hilarious dating disasters to steamy secrets, we've got it all. We've got celebrity guests, expert advice, and a cocktail in hand. The Nightcap is your guilty pleasure. So grab your drink and tune in because the best stories start after dark.
The Nightcap. New episodes weeknights at 10:30 or stream anytime on Fox Soul.
Well, on Fox Face Off, we tell the raw, unadulterated truth.
Fox Soul Face Off.
We are given the platform here with no fear.
Always comes out swinging.
We should be saying, hey, stop shooting and killing people.
Nothing held back.
They wanted black hip-hop moguls and artists to continue the feud.
No punches pulled.
And shut the hell up. You interrupt me all the time.
Tune into the show where opinions collide. Fox Soul Face Off. New episodes weeknights at 9 or stream anytime on Fox Soul.
What do you think you're doing, Kevin?
Was just gonna drive home.
There are several warning signs present that you shouldn't be driving.
Like hearing voices?
Like your text-to-emoji ratio?
Oh man, the selfies.
Selfie, nailed it.
We all have warning signs that let us know that we're probably not okay to drive. Mine is pretending to be your subconscious.
Craig, come on man, let's put a ride home.
Hey, besties!
What is a bestie?
I like you.
She's fun.
It's about to be a good time!
She's always looking out for you.
Since you're my bestie, I will handle it for you.
She makes you think.
Here to uplift and empower.
She's always encouraging.
You are that girl.
Chelsea Edwards, your bestie in daytime.
I get the spiritual moments.
Chatting with Chelsea. New episodes weekdays at 5:30 or stream anytime on Fox Soul.
Welcome back to Late Night Love. I'm Spicy Madi with Don Amici, and we want to hear from you. Give us a call at the number on the screen. Have you practiced celibacy? And if so, has it changed your life for the better? Call us up 310-369-0400. It was great for me. It changed my life for the better. Don, let's say you decided to commit to celibacy, and we're still dating, right? You make this commitment while we're dating. Would you tell the people you were dating, and how would you break the news that sex was off the table?
I would say, listen, I want to take this time
Mm-hmm.
to get to know you without sex clouding
Yeah.
our relationship.
Mm-hmm.
And because I'm really want to be intentional about this relationship. And I would like to go on this journey. I'm serious about this relationship, and I want to go on this journey with you. And I'd like you to go on this journey with me. And hopefully you'll be okay with that.
Could you be with the woman who took sex off the table?
Yeah.
And you would be able to be in a committed relationship with
Absolutely. That's not a problem. Yeah. I mean, I'm not 20 anymore.
her? But would you be able to commit with her without never having experienced her?
Yeah.
Okay.
If I like you, if I truly like you, because I fall in love with personality.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I mean, listen, I gotta like you. You do got to be beautiful. You know what I'm saying? I got to get that.
He was like, we could be celibate, but you can't be ugly.
Right. So I mean, you do got to you got to capture my eyeball, but your personality also has to capture me at the same time too. You know, we'd have to have things in common. But if all of those things are in alignment, I don't like sex is like the last thing I'm really kind of worried about. And I would rather spend time getting to know you. Because sex, that's not a problem for me.
Oh. Say it to the camera for your dating profile.
Sex is not a problem for me. So.
I'm joking. One sexy BBW advises keeping your celibacy to yourself to keep the dates and money flowing. Any thoughts? Let's watch this clip.
All right.
Then hit the chat.
I just came home from date number 6 with a millionaire. And I just really need to let you guys know that I'm celibate. And he doesn't know that. A lot of men that came in my life within this year and a half does not know that I am celibate. And I plan on keeping it that way. Over the years, I've noticed when you tell a guy that you're celibate, that doesn't make him want to stay. Okay? And it doesn't make him want to spend money either. I know 9 times out of 10, they probably think that we're lying. When they start realizing that we're not lying, within the week or two, they get turned off and the money goes. So, here's some advice to the girls that celibate. That journey should be for you and you only to know. I'm a content creator, so obviously I'm spreading awareness. I do not think you guys should be going around telling men that you're celibate. Whether you're a gold digger like me or you're dating for love. I think you should keep that to yourself. Because that guy is going to constantly keep pushing and pushing. And when he doesn't get it, he's going to leave. You want them to think they're going to get it. Every time. Make them feel like they're going to get it. But they're not. I've been dating this man for 1 month. He took me on 6 dates, has spent over $8,000 on me, has ran errands for me, has did little favors for me. And he doesn't even know that I'm celibate. He think I'm playing hard to get. I constantly make him feel like he's gonna get it.
I don't disagree with anything she said.
She needs Jesus.
I don't agree with her character and her gold-digging ways, but I do not think that you need to announce that you are not having sex. I don't think it needs to be announced that it's taken off the table.
The whole purpose of tonight's conversation is about clarity and spirituality and
self-clarity, but you men still have to be incentivized for the pursuit, right? I think that we can communicate, I want you, but I'm not ready. I'm attracted to you, but I'm not ready. I'm looking forward to when we do it, but I'm not ready. I think that's perfectly fine to communicate.
She don't want nothing. She just want the money.
Yeah, I don't condone her self-proclaimed gold-digging ways. However, I do think that men's first go-to is, who hurt you? What happened to you where you had to shut it down, ball and chain? Somebody did something to you. Somebody destroyed you, or you were such a hoe that you had to close business.
Here's the thing.
That's your guys' first go-to when a woman tells you that she's not having sex right now.
I don't know. I would have to run across a woman to figure that one out.
Nobody's done that to you.
Nobody's done that to me. I would have to figure that one out. I mean, it's very interesting. I don't know that if you're dating a millionaire, that's going to be a very interesting thing because they're used to getting what they want and they'll probably move on real quick.
But even though he's a millionaire, he's still a man. Men need something to look forward to. They need to think that, like, at some point, they will have you, right? And what she's doing is playing a game of chase. When I'm coaching my clients, specifically at The Spicy Life, I'm letting them know that we aren't abstaining so that we can make them chase us. We're abstaining so that we can be clear on who they are, what they're presenting, their consistency. The more time that's invested, they fall in love with who you are, not what you are necessarily giving to them.
Yeah, I think that's just a bad example of the relationship because she's not letting him know that. He doesn't know that, so that
he doesn't know that, but he still can get it. Like, she's saying that she's practicing celibacy. There's just hasn't been the person presented to her who she wants to give it to.
Oh.
She don't want to do it to that millionaire. The moment that the person who she wants to do it to comes along, celibacy is over.
I don't know. That was a very complicated relationship. I don't know. I guess I don't know. Very complicated relationship. Women like that scare me.
Because she can run circles around you.
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
For sure.
I run. All right. Walking away from a failed relationship is so much easier when you're celibate. Pay attention to nurse_besties share and let us know if you agree.
I'm going to say this. The best thing about being celibate and being on a celibacy journey is when some shit don't work out, you be so cool. Like, I don't feel no type of way. Like, it is what it is. Like, when you date somebody and you know you didn't get intimate with them, when that don't work out, it just be like, cool, because energy is real. Soul ties is real. And so I'm just happy, like, that I'm saving myself for that right person, because I want to soul tie myself to some good energy, not no negative energy, not no cheating energy, none of that. So it just feel good to be celibate. And it's like, now that I'm celibate, when something don't work out, I be like, I just be so cool on the person. Like, it don't hurt me. Versus in my past, when something didn't work out with someone and we were intimate, I would feel like I want my you-know-what back. But now it's just like, whatever. Like, I see you. Nice meeting you. On to the next.
So there's regret on women's part when they have sex with an individual and it doesn't work out and they're like, oh, why did I sleep with you?
Yes. Dang it, you took up a number.
I took up a number?
Yes.
What is this number stuff?
This clip right here, realest clip of the night. This one is, it wasn't poetic, it wasn't plurific, like, it wasn't any of the things, but real. When you don't sleep with them, oh my God, you feel like you lost nothing. It's like, okay, cool. I don't have, like, maybe a little kick it homie anymore, but I didn't actually, like, give myself to this person, so you feel so much stronger to walk away. The rebounds, the ability to recover, so much easier when you don't sleep with them.
Very interesting.
Yes.
I didn't take up a number.
Because you know some numbers you don't want to count. You're like, dang, what number am I in now? You know what, that one really doesn't count.
I didn't waste.
You didn't waste a number.
Okay. All right. We're getting. We're 2 minutes close to the next segment of Late Night Love. Take this break and get back here for more conversation.
I wonder if you know that I want the best for you. But how long will you fight solo? I wonder if you know that we can get help. Not wondering anymore. Love, your mind.
I was a quarterback at Hardaway High School. College first-round draft pick. During the football season, I would stop eating. But I didn't know I was depressed. We didn't have any education behind what mental health was. I started to learn it starts here first. If this is together, I'll be better as a father and as a husband. We have to redefine what being a strong man is and heal, love your mind.
Ready to lose track of time the best way possible?
Rolling!
From the funniest videos to the wildest things online, we do the scrolling so you don't have to.
It's Usher.
He had that synthetic hair melting. You hear me? Why y'all talking about that lady hair like that? Ain't he alone?
Catch us every weeknight, 7 p.m. Central on Fox Soul.
Louder for the people in the back.
As we work to get through these times together, you may not be thinking about blood donation, but blood is needed to save the lives of people who are sick with a range of illnesses. It's easy and safe to give. If you are in good health, please donate. We need heroes now. Visit redcrossblood.org to schedule an appointment.
As you.
We're back. Welcome back to Late Night Love. I'm Spicy Mari with Donna Michi. We're having a phenomenal time tonight. Don, you got to share with us. We spent this evening discussing celibacy. What is it, and what are some of the benefits, and how to navigate it?
Celibacy?
Yeah.
Ooh, I guess some of the benefits are you get a clear mind.
Mm-hmm.
You can set goals as far as and be intentional about where you want to take your life.
Mm-hmm.
You get to practice discipline and navigate that. You can also practice not putting yourself in situations that have gotten you into trouble in the past.
Yeah.
As we've learned from you don't have to spin numbers with the imaginary numbers that women have.
You got imaginary numbers. It's
You got
actually
imaginary
are you on your
numbers.
hands or your toes now in your
Right,
life?
yeah.
There's a number count that we go through.
There's a number count that women have that men don't get, and basically you basically, I guess, you get closer with yourself, and don't get those spiritual ties, those soul ties caught up inside of you.
Let's say someone has been on a celibacy journey and they meet someone they'd like to be intimate with. What's important to keep in mind when deciding to return to sex?
Is this person right for you? Do they align with you? Are they for you? And are they going to be there for you? Or do they just want to have sex with you?
How would you determine that? I kind of want to give my cookie to him. I don't know if I should give my cookie to him.
Have they consistently been there? Well, I think you said it earlier in the show. Have they consistently been there for you over a long period of time?
Yeah.
Without sex. If you take sex off the table, what else is there?
How do they still show up for you? How do you show up for them 1,000%?
And is there a friendship there? I think Ace basically said there. Is there a friendship there? I think true relationships are really rooted in friendship. If it's rooted in friendship first, and then, the romance comes later on, I think you have a better chance of the relationship working over the long haul.
I think that's very important to remember for marriage.
Yeah.
Because
you got to be friends first.
Yeah, I think that's what also keeps a relationship fun. Dang, you know what? Actually, you're my friend. I'm not going to do you wrong because you're my friend. I like hanging out with you because you're my friend.
A lot of times we jump right into the romantic part instead of the friendship part, and we don't cultivate that friendship part.
For sure. Let's say someone has been on a celibacy journey and they meet someone they'd like to be intimate with. What's important to keep in mind when deciding? Oh. I already read that one.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I was like, wait, it was just a repeat.
Yeah. Let's see here. 5 years in, and King Storm is considering breaking the seal. Oof. 5 years in. Have a laugh and hear his thoughts about ending his journey.
Oh, babe. I think my journey of celibacy is coming to a screeching halt. It's just, lately I've just been feeling just so, just a level of pressure that's just building up, just bubbling inside of me, And I've just been feeling like I'm struggling, I just feel my bones aching for But then I have my moments because I'm 5+ years into this, so it's like, am I really ready to end this race? I could just become a nun. But is there male nuns, or is that the Pope? Yeah, I don't want to be the Pope. And I couldn't even be a nun because of fellatio, but It's just so much battling. It's just things have just been rising on me more and more and stiffening. Things are just getting so stiff and just... Have you ever just been swallowed, like just swallowed whole?
He is not celibate. He is.
Well, I mean, his nails are on point. I give him that.
Because he's doing his nails for somebody. He is not celibate. Those black French tips are being done for someone.
You think so?
And you don't go on your celibacy cleanse in your journey, and then you decide that you are going to drink a big gulp on your I'm gonna detox journey. You're doing the opposite of detoxing when you're drinking a big gulp.
You know
all that soda pop.
This note that came up here, and this is probably one thing that may keep me from having sex for a while, is social anxiety. It's something that's come up as I've gotten older. Social anxiety also keeps people from sexual relationships. I don't know. I've gotten very anxious as I've gotten older. At the same time, too. It's very weird. I don't know why.
Are you feeling disconnected?
I don't know. I don't know. I've gotten more anxious about, I don't know, getting intimate with someone else that I don't know, someone new. And I don't know what that is.
I think that we can be so far removed from like what intimacy is that it does feel a little bit scary to be vulnerable again. To reconnect. There's also some levels of lacking confidence because you haven't been practicing it. So when you've taken yourself off the market and you're like, okay, well, I haven't practiced dating and I haven't practiced sex. Like, I wonder if this thing still works.
I think there's a lot of that. There's like, oh God, I got to get naked in front of somebody new.
Yeah.
And then there's that level of social anxiety.
Well, it feels somewhat performative. And so it's like, dang, am I going to perform well, right? Personality-wise and then sexually as well, putting myself back out there. But even like when you're just going into social settings and it's like, I've been somewhat removed and now I'm going back into the lion's den and, are the other lions going to receive me well? You kind of have these like moments of doubt.
Yeah, I feel like what the Gen Z are dealing with now all of a sudden again. I'm like, oh no, I don't want to deal with it. You just don't know what's going on.
But I think that's what's also led to us becoming more celibate is our disconnection. So because we're not actually practicing human interaction and contact and interpersonal relationships and person like building, we've forgotten how to engage with each other.
That's another thing. I've been like alone for
the isolation
for a long time, or for periods of time, to where it's like, you're by yourself, and you're like, you get used to it.
Yeah, and some of that would be like family related, personal things, but a lot of us are still recovering from COVID.
Yeah. Freshie Official shares some colorful words and serious points to explain why sex is off the table. Listen up to this.
I don't know who I'm talking to, but understand that sex is also a distraction. People ask me about my celibacy journey, and I'm going to tell y'all this. It has nothing to do with religion. I realized you can 1,000 people, and still be miserable. You can 1,000 people and still be broke. You can 1,000 people and still not know your purpose in your life. You can 1,000 people and be popular for having sex with so many people and have nothing to give, have nothing to learn, have nothing to nurture the world with. That is not my life path. I don't choose to have that path. Yes, I can go out and have sex today if I want to, or tomorrow, because my celibacy journey is my own. But once I realize that no amount of people will bring me happiness, but it could actually bring me misery, chaos, discomfort, and just a messed up frequency, I just chose to not interact with that. Like, if honestly, you cannot stimulate my mind if you have nothing to give my soul, my spirit, then I really don't want to open myself up to you. And that's a boundary that I created for myself just because. And again, I'm choosing celibacy, so I can break it when I choose to see fit. But that is always in the back of my mind. Like, having sex with people is literally just a distraction for what I need to be doing in my day-to-day life. If you're not adding to my actual life value, then your body count does nothing for me. So some of you guys may need that message. Some of you guys are still going to do what you do, but that's the reason why I chose to be celibate in this period of my life.
It's very interesting. He's talking about sleeping with 1,000 people. There was a OnlyFans star that slept with 1,000.
I think I saw that.
I was so like, I don't want to judge, but I was like, oh. I was like, 1,000 guys in one day. It was.
Is it because it was one day? What if it was over her lifetime? It's okay if it's over her lifetime?
I don't know if that's even healthy.
Because I feel like that's a lot of men out there.
1,000 men over a lifetime. Maybe it might be okay. I don't know. I'm judging.
1,000 is a lot, but
1,000 is a lot. But 1,000 a day was a lot also.
But to this video's clip, though, no matter how many people you've been with, there is no number or like there's no amount of people that can make you happy.
No.
And I think that it's important sometimes that we take the celibacy or the abstinence route. So that you can focus on, okay, how do I create happiness for myself? Because if I'm dependent on it being connection with other people or someone else providing this to me, what happens when they take it away?
Yeah.
If they are the person giving me my fix, what happens when my supplier is gone?
Yeah, this is what you find in relationships. People are dependent on your significant other for your happiness or your codependency, and that's not healthy. So you can't depend on the sex for happiness. You can't depend on your partner for your happiness, and that's a good key for celibacy and abstinence is to find it within yourself.
Yeah, we're using sex as like a happiness dealer, or and it's not the answer. It's not the solution.
All right, we're counting down to the last of tonight's conversation. Be back after the break for the final moments of Late Night Love. Stick around.
I'm Isaiah Carey, here to shake things up with the stories that hit hard and matter most. Here on The Factor, we cover news with grit and authenticity. We challenge the status quo and get down to real talk and bold discussions. Join us as we amplify the voices that disrupt, inspire, and lead the charge for change. Your story is power, and we're here to unleash it.
The Isaiah Factor Uncensored. New episodes weeknights at 9:30 or stream anytime on Fox Soul.
I wonder if you know that I want the best for you. But how long will you fight solo? I wonder if you know that we can get help. Not wondering anymore. Love, your mind.
Hey, besties!
What is a bestie?
I like you.
She's fun.
It's about to be a good time!
She's always looking out for you.
Since you're my bestie, I will handle it for you.
She makes you think.
Here to uplift and empower.
She's always encouraging.
You are that girl.
Chelsea Edwards, your bestie in daytime.
Like it's a spiritual moment.
Chatting with Chelsea. New episodes weekdays at 5:30 or stream anytime on Fox Soul.
I was a quarterback at Hardaway High School. College first-round draft pick. During the football season, I would stop eating. But I didn't know I was depressed. We didn't have any education behind what mental health was. I started to learn it starts here first. If this is together, I'll be better as a father and as a husband. We have to redefine what being a strong man is and heal, love your mind.
All right. We're back, Late Night Love. Don, I need to know what you hope the audience takes away tonight. What was your takeaways?
The older you get low testosterone. I got that.
I should have never told you that, Don, your testosterone is lower than it was at 20 and 30.
It's going to help with you on your abstinence and celibacy journey. If you're a guy, make sure that you abstain from sex. It'll make a woman go crazy.
There is something sexy about it.
Celibacy and abstinence will help clear your head. It'll help you with discipline. It'll help you, decide where you're going with your life.
Yeah.
And it maybe help you garner a real relationship with a real person at the end of the day. And give you some discernment about life. And I think that's a great thing to have as we're trying to navigate this journey of life, you know. And if you really are looking for some real long-term connection, looking to get married, looking to have kids, instead of just out there trying to have casual sex or just trying to have casual relationships. I think, we talk about it in relationships here a lot on the show, being intentional. And so being intentional, in celibacy and abstinence is
Do you think you could apply, so the 90-day program that I put my clients on where they abstain for 90 days, and also until they get into the committed relationship, if it takes longer than 90 days, do you think you could actually do that, not sleep with a woman for 90 days and still enter into a committed relationship?
Yeah, it's not a problem for me.
But you've never done it?
I've gone like a year without having sex.
But not while someone is in your life?
What do you mean, like I'm seeing? No,
You were dating someone, you were courting someone, you were picking someone up, you were taking them to events, you are meeting the folks, but you are not sleeping with the person.
I could do that.
But you've never done it.
I've never done it, but I could. I could do it.
I know I can do it. I haven't ever done it, but I know I can do it.
I could do it.
Okay.
If I like somebody and I'm being intentional about like this is the one I want to like. I don't want to see anybody else.
Yeah.
I want to be intentional about marrying this person. This is kind of like the last relationship. And this is not just some frivolous kind of like, I'm going to Laguna Beach for the weekend.
Yeah.
Then yeah.
What's funny is people will always, the rebuttal has been, well, what if I abstain? They get into a committed relationship with me, or, I make them wait, or, we get to this point and then we finally do it and then they break up with me afterwards.
Well, I think the thing is that, well, then good. Then they aren't for you.
Okay. And at least you got those months in with proper courtship and treatment without having to make sex the center of the relationship.
Yeah, and you'll know whether or not they're for you with
the clarity of not sleeping with them.
Not sleeping with them.
Yeah.
I mean, you'll figure it out long enough. I mean, because what happens is that the time that you're spending with them, they're either going to get on your nerves or you're going to fall more in love with them. And you'll start to see, and that's, and that way you don't have the sex. I mean, I was in a relationship, and the more time I spent with her, the more small nuances that were like, oh, this is, you start seeing the red flags start to pop up, and you're like, oh,
but
God.
You love red flags. Red flags are like literally like gold flags for you.
Yeah, but
you're like, is that gold or platinum?
Listen,
I want more.
I've collected enough red flags, and I have enough on my wall, and so I'm good.
We will see next relationship.
No, I'm good. I've got enough. I got a little scrapbook. It's all good. I've got the whole collection.
I believe you have a scrapbook.
I've got the whole collection. I don't need any more.
Fellas, Black Superman is talking to you. Keeping things platonic helps you get clear about your options. Ladies, could this be applicable for you? Check it out.
As a young man, practice celibacy. When you eliminate the difference, or you're able to differentiate between lust and love, it makes your options so much more realistic. Because men and women nowadays, they give us the illusion that you have a lot of options. When in fact, when I checked my roster prior to having a fiance, a lot of those women, I was attracted to them and they were attracted to me for lustful reasons. We did not have the same spiritual background, mental background, ideologies, etc. Only thing we had in common is that we wanted to, take each other down to the room. But I'm learning, and what I have learned from talking to my fiance and developing our relationship, friendship, and then to where we are now, is that when you eliminate the physical portion, like keep things hella platonic, you're actually able, my guy, you're actually able to see the quality of the person you're talking to. There's no confusion, no amount of dates, no amount of anything can blur out the lines of what things are. Exist in the current reality and then make a choice.
Yeah, that's exactly what we were just talking about.
Yeah.
You get to see who the person is at the end of the day. But that's a very mature place to be. And you have to be ready for that type of relationship.
Sure.
And I don't, you got to be in a certain space for that.
I think when I took sex off of the table, right, when I was like, okay, my husband, before he was my husband, I was like, we need to wait, nothing until a committed relationship. He was able to really measure if he could handle how annoying I am. It was clear, right? He wasn't seduced by the boom boom. It was very much okay, she's over the top. I can tolerate her. I can do this. I can push through, and she's still a great person. I think that's a good measure.
How annoying.
So you can be seduced by like the sexual and the physical.
Right.
Like, and so I think him being able to really see, you know, all the things, the way that you tick and the, you know,
But
really
you have
get to
a lot
know
of
you
great
and learn
qualities,
you.
and
I do, but I am a lot. And so he was able to see it clear. Like, it feels good. It feels like you can handle a lot when you're inside of someone.
Right.
But when you're not inside of someone and it's only just them that you have to work with, you're like, oh, okay. You know, you have a great heart, you have a great mind, a great spirit. Versus like, does this person just feel so good?
Did he ever want to throw you away? Like, nah, I can't.
I mean, he still to this day does, but and now he even gets some. So it's like he gets it all the time. But and he's still like, what did I sign up for? But I think that it helps for both of you guys. But I will say this: before I am sexually involved with someone, I do need to see what they're working with. Like before we do it, I need to see what you're packing. That's a prerequisite. You have to be able to whip it out.
What?
Because I don't want to be waiting this entire time and be emotionally invested and attached to someone who's not going to be able to satisfy me.
Well, what is this? What are you looking for?
I have a size. I have my ruler in my bag, and I'll know.
Wow. Wow.
I have measuring tape. I pull it out. I'm like, yep, I can work with that.
You know, you guys lie so much. You guys lie so. It's not the size. It's the motion of the ocean.
It needs to be the
size
size of my
matter.
The size of my coffee mug.
The size of a coffee cup. Wow.
The end of Late Night Love is right after the break. We'll see you guys in 2 minutes.
Well, on Fox Face Off, we tell the raw, unadulterated truth.
Fox Soul Face Off.
We are given the platform here with no fear.
Always comes out swinging.
We should be saying, hey, stop shooting and killing people.
Nothing held back.
They wanted black hip-hop moguls and artists to continue the feud.
No punches pulled.
And shut the hell up. You interrupt me all the time.
Tune into the show where opinions collide. Fox Soul Face Off. New episodes weeknights at 9 or stream anytime on Fox Soul.
Ready to lose track of time the best way possible?
Rolling!
From the funniest videos to the wildest things online, we do the scrolling so you don't have to.
It's Usher.
He had that synthetic hair melting. You hear me? Why y'all talking about that lady hair like that? Ain't it alone?
Catch us every weeknight, 7 p.m. Central on Fox Soul.
Louder for the people in the back. Hey, it's your girl, Carolina Sanchez, and The Nightcap is the late night show where no topic is off limits. Join me as we dive into the wild world of relationships, sex, and everything in between. From hilarious dating disasters to steamy secrets, you know we've got it all. We've got celebrity guests, expert advice, and a cocktail in hand. The Nightcap is your guilty pleasure. So grab your drink and tune in because the best stories start after dark.
The Nightcap. New episodes weeknights at 10:30 or stream anytime on Fox Soul.
I wonder if you know that I want the best for you. But how long will you fight solo? I wonder if you know that we can get help. Not wondering anymore. Love, your mind.
All right, welcome back to Late Night Love. And contrary to popular opinion, celibacy will not hurt you. Check out the last clip of the night.
Unpopular opinion, but I'm going to say it anyway. Celibacy ain't going to kill y'all. Huh? Oh, okay. I think as a generation, we're hypersexual. And as people, just as humans, I'm not even talking about believers. I'll come down your boulevard later. As people, I don't think it's healthy for any of your desires to control you. Not just sex. Your desire to have sex should not control you, but your desire to eat for food should not control you. That's when obesity comes into play. Your desire for money should not control you. None of those things are bad within themselves, the fact that you desire this, but that desire should not control you. That's all I'm saying. So again, I say, celibacy will not kill y'all.
Celibacy should not hurt you. You do have to be careful of blue balls. That is the medical condition that could, just be careful of that. All right. What?
Her comment about food. I was like, oh, food for me is what toxic relationships are for you.
Yes. And that's the wrap on tonight's Late Night Love. Thanks to my co-host, the ever knowledgeable, fantastic, Spicy Marty. Thank you to tonight's guest, Alicia Ace Easter, for all her candor and wonderful energy tonight. Wasn't she great?
She was amazing.
Absolutely amazing. And last, definitely not least, thank you to every one of you who stayed tuned in and kept the conversation going. I hope you got some great motivation tips, meditation tips from tonight. We gave you some free yoga, so practice that. Put your hand over your heart with the chakra. Breathe in, breathe out. Imagine your favorite color.
Just throwing out
imagine your favorite color when you breathe in, breathe out, your chakra, all that good stuff. And listen, take some time to meditate, go get into a yoga, and we're gonna keep the conversation going for the last 2 hours. Come back tomorrow for more fun and informative conversation about romance and relationships. I'm Don Amici, and this has been Late Night Love. We'll see you tomorrow.
Bye.
Bye.
The Isaiah Factor Uncensored starts right now.
All righty, welcome and thank you for joining us on The Factor Uncensored tonight. The scammers are out there always looking for a quick come up and some fast cash. Now lawmakers are working to get federal agencies to put a stop to a certain scam involving phony car crashes. Our next guest, attorney Ricky Hernandez, tackles the topic.
Your thoughts on this? First of all, what is that scam for those who are wondering, Ricky?
Right. So the scam that's commonly occurring right now is that there's fraudulent car accidents, which means that people will take large insurance policies out on a car accident. Right. Your typical car insurance policy in Texas, at least minimally, is $30,000. Right, for bodily injury. If you say